Happy Thursday, everyone! Welcome back to PinkyhootArt's live painting sessions, where I share my art process and make new paintings with you guys. It's Thursday. I streamed last night, and if you're here, you know that I was a little delirious. But this morning, I know I'm a little late today, I'm sorry, but this morning I was kind of working out where this painting is gonna go, because as I kind of suspected, this morning I looked at it again, it's like something doesn't feel quite right, and you know, I don't want to just give up on this painting and say it's ruined, let's start a new one, because I think there is merit in pushing through the mistakes and push through the ugly phase and get to a place we're happy about. So this morning, I kind of took a picture of this painting and kind of manipulated a little bit in Photoshop to see how it'll look. And that's a little trick that someone taught me. So I kind of feel like there needs to be some more background work needs to happen. So we'll work on that. And yeah, see how I fix this and make this the best painting yet. Let's hope. All right, grab your coffee, your favorite drink, whatever it is, and settle in and let's get creative. It is very rainy and gray where I am today, so it's kind of a good time to relax and work on art and be creative. And if you're at work or whatever, or doing something else, then maybe leave it in the background. All right. And say hi in the chat if you're watching. Okay, so let's see. Let's make my volume a bit higher up. Yeah. All right, so you can kind of see, let's do a little progress check. This is where I kind of left off yesterday. It's not terrible looking at the screen, but I know this could be better. So, how are we going to do that? Okay, so my plan is, if you saw my post on social media today, I posted 2 images of this painting. One is kind of the current state, and one is the look and feel, how it could be, how I want it to be. So to achieve that, I know that I need to create a wash first and maybe go in and carefully stain this whole piece in that color I want it, which is like a nude color. Actually, I think I'm just gonna use my skin color palette. That's a great idea. And then get it to a place that I want. Oh, no. And this will be in watercolor, I think, actually. So I'm gonna move my camera over to my palette side. You don't see this side of my desk very often. Streaming at nighttime was fun last night. It was a totally different vibe. Hi, Wonder. Good to see you. I'm starting to think maybe Thursday is not such a good time to stream, but oh well. Okay, so I wanted to mix a nudish tone color. And I do have this mixed a little bit ago. I'm gonna see if this will work for what I want to. Yes, still can't talk. To see if this will work for what I'm trying to do. How did your podcast go this morning? Okay, let's see. This is a little color. I'm gonna mix it in between all these testing colors I had. Not bad, actually. Yeah, actually, this is not bad. I'm going to add tons of water because I'm trying to stain this whole piece. And I definitely don't want to be running out of my color at this stage. Awesome, glad to hear. I'm sure the winner was super happy. New day, new idea, indeed. So I picked up this super thick brush because I'm gonna try to push this whole thing around. Okay, here we go. My AirPods acting very weird this lately. Let's see if I can. That's because it's not charging. Maybe it's time for to get some new AirPods. Who knows? All right. I'm stalling again as usual because it's kind of a big change. I'm kind of nervous. Okay, so now it's in a nice thing. Okay. Okay. I'm going to add water as I go probably. And have my paper towel ready. New day, new idea, that's right. New day to conquer new obstacles. Okay. So I have a wad of paper towel ready. Actually, let me look at my reference image. Hello. Oh. Kurosora, you changed your font. I had to read that again. How are you today? Alright, so here we go. I'm going to start with the corner as usual because I'm nervous. And I think I'm going to need a lot more color actually. The algo does not like me today for some reason. This week for that matter. Okay. So I'm going to go in, probably the in-between areas. First. am realizing I am kind of staining over gouache, so it's gonna be tricky. Keep adding water. And I do want to look at my reference image to see how I had done it in Photoshop. I'm kind of going over some of these areas, some of the flowers with this like off-white, off-yellow color. This is my first time doing this, by the way, so this could go either way. You might be wondering why I'm doing this. My last couple should have been super low compared to before, so maybe there's something going on in general. Oh, okay. So, wonder, maybe there's a change in algo, in YouTube's algo. Maybe it's not us. They maybe tweak something or change something. I mean, what are you gonna do, you know? I don't think the time of when you stream should matter because they can't possibly expect we all do it exactly the same time every single time. That would be a crazy metric or requirement, in my opinion. Yeah, I think there's a change. Okay, I'm so glad we're talking about this because I'm more like wondering, what did I do wrong? What's wrong in my life? But if it's happening to multiple people, I'm gonna kind of guess that something changed in the algo and then we all had to like rebuild our credibility with the algo. And that's the game we play. Okay, yes. Adding this thing just makes this whole thing look more connected, if the word I want to use. YouTube got the flick. Yeah. It's hilarious that you call it that. I was like, do I need to pray to YouTube God? I literally thought about that this morning. And of course, that's not something they'll let us know about, you know. Oh yeah, I was just saying why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, staining this whole thing to a perfectly fine piece of art. Because I was looking at it this morning and really last night, because maybe you remember I said I don't know how I'll feel about it tomorrow morning. Anyways, so I'm looking at it this morning and I just like something feels weird. Like it just doesn't look quite right. And because that thinking, so I talked to my friend, who's really like my art mentor, I guess, at this point, about it, and he gave me a few suggestions. So I like kind of tried it in Photoshop to see what it needs. that I arrived, or rather we arrived to the conclusion that the colors are kind of not incorporating it well. So YouTube gods like to keep you on your toes. I guess that keeps things interesting. Yeah, this looks so way better already. Also, it's taking on like a retro vibe, which I am a fan of. But anyways, it's almost the weekend. I don't want to think about all that. I just want to think about how fun it is to make art, and that the weekend's upon us. And then maybe next week it'll all be fine. So this color I'm using is I think a mustard yellow and a teal to give it like that old antique look almost. And I have my paper towels in my arsenal today. Big thing I'm doing, so I was really nervous. Trying to find a dry spot to set this down, and I can't. I do really like how these little creatures are turning out though. So I'm excited to explore that further. I'm trying to be very careful around the gouache area because it will come off. Like the color could start bleeding in a way that I don't want. So far it's been okay. This color, if it's not careful, it's good. It looks like poop real fast. If I can put it politely. Okay, so these, oh yeah, I did work on these flowers. Hi, Loot. Oh, I just, you know what, noticed that you changed your name back to Loot. I totally noticed that yesterday, or no, Tuesday when you were here. Not yesterday, but I totally forgot. But hi, how are you today? I'm doing a kind of a, what do I call this? Rescue mission right now. Because I didn't like how it came, where the painting ended, I guess, shall we say, yesterday. I streamed last night and I was delirious. But also, I don't think it was just a result of one session, obviously. I think some of the color choices I made along the way, maybe it was the steps I chose to take or skip for whatever reason. Wasn't so happy with it. And I'm dabbing with paper towel to it's kind of my attempt to give it more texture at the same time. Sounds good, Kuro. Are you guys ready for the weekend? Wonder, I'm sure you are after a crazy week it sounded like you had. Nice and stained. I'm gonna leave some of these areas not touched. Maybe here a bit darker, here a bit darker. And apparently I need to stop my strokes. There are 2 strokes before I think I should stop. That was a tip I got from my awesome artist friend. "20 days into your birthday, yay!" Wonder's birthday's next week, actually. My birthday's coming up in April. But I don't love birthdays. Gonna darken some of these areas here. Yeah, I don't love birthdays because it's always like, do I do something? Do I not do something? Should I plan something? Should I not? have expectations, and sometimes you get disappointed. But I do feel like birthdays are like the time when you should feel special. More so than Christmas, more so than any other holidays, because it's your day. Big party scene, I know we should do a birthday party. Birthday joint stream or something. Can you do a joint stream, like a collab stream? I wonder. Oh. It's spring. I guess lots of birthdays in spring. Most of my friends seem to have birthdays in May. Believe it or not, I think I have like 7 or 8 birthdays that I know of during May. And my daughter's birthday's in May. There you go. Okay, so this is the area I started. I was very gentle with the color. I think we need to go deeper in some areas at least. Oh, you can! How do you do that? We should figure that out. And then we can all take turns or something. And now I'm just gonna go kind of erratically. No, not erratically, I guess. Just where it's still wet. Dab in some more colors and textures. Oh, okay. We can with OBS. Yes. I think I tried to do that once. I tried to do that once in OBS and it turned out to be quite a disaster. Probably need to study up on that. This area staying. Let's see, are there any areas I would like to stay more? Actually, yeah, this area. No. I guess I can always go back and do more if I think there needs to be more, huh? Okay. I'm gonna stop with this now. Looks better. Yes, the biggest issue I encountered with multi-stream with OBS was actually the audio. Video was fine. We figured that out. I was doing it with another artist. We had to talk. Video was fine, but audio, I couldn't figure it out because the lag and delay in the streaming time versus real time. That you can't really use a stream audio, so you need to have a real-time audio with your collaborator. Or if we don't do it with audio, then that's probably fine. or maybe just do audio for the host person, and then the other person could just be on silent, and then that person can just like talk with their hands or something. I really like this nude color actually. It's like, well, I should start the whole painting always with this color, which is something I do in oil. Stop with this and let it dry, let this layer dry. As she dries, I guess I'm gonna work on her face actually, because she is the least worked on area of the painting, and I think it's time. It's time. Also realizing perhaps I was painting with a too small brush. That's why this weird streaking and blending happens. Sounds good, Kuro. Have a great evening. I'll see you maybe next week. Okay, so the hair, I'm gonna use watercolor now. I am switching between watercolor and gouache though. It's kind of fun. Okay, there we go. Bit nervous. So her hair is like flickering here. Ready just in case. I'll try not to overblend. Try. Do you feel like going back and forth between gouache and watercolor has brought back some of my bad habits, believe it or not? So I'm actively trying to come back that. Trying to come back my tendencies. So wonder how do you decide like what you want to work on every time you stream? I know that you work on a variety of different things and they're all so fun. Oh, okay. Not gonna do anything here. It looks great. You see, because I add a stain to the base, and when I put a new color on, it's immediately looks like it's a like more compounding color, more depth, and I like it. Oh, wow, you improvise on live? That's crazy, but amazing. I think I share a few times, I'm definitely someone who needs lots of preparation to feel comfortable. And maybe one day, you know, I'll become so just improvise on the go like a lot of people do, but wow, that's impressive. Very cool. Excuse me. You should. Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, this is supposed to be fun, right? I mean, it is kind of like work, but sometimes you just need it to be fun. But let's see, I'm trying to think. I love your stickers with capybaras. That was so fun. And I actually didn't know such a thing existed, so it was good to learn about that. And I like your marker drawings. I guess I'd enjoy doing more, depends on what you're doing. What do you like to enjoy the most? Oh, I think they're fine. I mean, you have people watching you coming back, so I think you're doing a great job and you are growing, so that's what that matters. I don't know, okay, it's so funny you said that. I was like, is what I'm doing boring? Is that why like I stopped growing suddenly? But now after talking to you, I seriously think there's something going on with YouTube God, which is out of control, so okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. So this is a little tricky area. I kind of started this in this color already. Yeah, definitely let me know when what I'm doing starts to get boring, so that I can not go on with it. I do have to say though, I feel like my art is finally getting more fun for me at least. Okay, so I'm feeling this negative space with this color. So I'm imagining like our hair is gonna flow into it and maybe go out of the frame. And then I realized I probably should variant, is that a word? These teal color. So there's highs and lows. Thank you. Also, super random question. When you work, do you speak English or Spanish? I imagine you probably work with a lot of international clients. Super random. I don't know why I just thought about that question. So her hair kind of blends. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna do this too. Gotcha. There looks. Okay. I'm gonna go back in and deepen some of the areas now. Okay, so hair is like flicked over. I have this strange feeling that after this painting that I struggle through, I might be in a different style, completely different new artist phase, which happens like once 18 months, which is what you want technically. I read this quote to say, if your art doesn't make you cringe in a year, you're not improving fast enough. So 18 months is too long. I need to be better and keep pushing myself. That is super cool. Do you mind sharing where they're from? Are they all Americans, or you have European or Asian clients? And if that's confidential or sensitive, you don't have to. I know that. You just never know with the internet, you know? Don't want you to get in trouble. You know what I learned from this whole process? That I think I need to prep my base better. Hi Ben, how are you today? Good to see you. I am working on a piece of painting I started last week and I'm not happy with this, so I'm working on fixing the coloration a little bit by adding some more stains, tone down, bring up some colors. It's just more science at this point, I feel like. But yes, I don't know if you saw these little creatures I did last night. But yeah, I'm starting to feel like these creatures are like her inner thoughts that's personified and externalized. Which I think is a nice idea, yeah. And maybe one day one of them will carry like something like a knife or something, you know. Sometimes you just want to murder someone. Not literally, but you know. I know, it totally looks different now. Now it has, yeah. See, sometimes the fix is simple, but recognizing the problem is the number one step. I laugh. Okay, cool. I think her hair is, let's see, should I add? I think I'm gonna go in and add some like strand details obviously later. But again, I don't want to overdo it either. The lesson today is stop before I think I should stop. And I've been adding some gouache layers into my watercolor painting, which gives it another like a dimension, little punch. But yeah, how's your week been, Ben? Oh wow, it's all over the world. Italians. Very cool. What a cool job you have. Well, I think at least I think it's cool. Okay. I think her hair is I think her hair's in a decent place. I don't know if it's a final look. It might be, I'm not sure yet. But all these, when I keep on adding these strokey textures, I really like it. So I might have to stop myself. Let's see. So besides painting lately and live streaming and working on my art, I finished my website, my new website I should say, which is super exciting. And I worked on some merchandise for my husband's company, which is also was very cool. Kind of reminds me of my shoe design days, product development, and I realized I kind of missed it. Should we work on her face now? Since I always do that last. But then I always regret that because if I work on it last, and it's like the thing I spend least amount of time on, which I don't think should be the case for faces. It's important. Okay, so let's work on the face while I wait for the rest of the And Wonder, I was thinking about what you said about the warm green, and I think we had agreement that we both don't like warm green. But yeah, yesterday, I don't know what got into me, I started using it, probably because I was delirious. And then I'm half thinking that's what caused this problem I have. But then, you know, I gave myself an interesting challenge to solve, which is not bad. Yes. I mean, this was probably the quickest website I've ever built because the site builder was super easy to use, and I recommend it. Oh, and if you're interested, tell me so I can give you a referral code. It's with .art, like your .art domain website, I guess. I highly recommend. I am a fan. Okay, so let's work on her face now. I think I should finish the wash before I lay down the dark eyes and details. Let's open that one. Thank you. That makes me so happy to hear. Because this morning I was like, F, what did I do? See, normally I want to blend that, but I'm like, no, this looks awesome. Don't touch it. So now her shoulders, she's wearing her green clothing. Amazon public wish list. Oh, nice. Is that kind of like a affiliate thing? I see a lot of artists doing that, and I looked it up once. I was like, what do I have to do? This is so confusing. But is that what that is, kind of? Like affiliate, it's your list. You can send people to it, and if people buy from your list, you get some sort of commission. Oh, that's not what this is. I feel like maybe another. There you go. Price appears in pesos. Don't quote me on this, but I feel like it depends on your browser settings. So another person in another country will see it in their own currency, maybe. I think. Okay, so shoulders good. Okay, now I feel like her face. also learning that, you know, I always try to blend the cheek like I do makeup. It's like as even as possible, but I think it might not be necessary sometimes in art. Because I you know, look at artwork myself and I ask myself, what do I like about some of these artwork? And it's always these hard shadows, hard lines that I'm intrigued by. So I don't know why I don't do that for myself. Oh, that's cool. So it's the people that can buy you things on your wish list. It's like a patron, like a donation almost. Got it. So you can. Some artists like, you know, ask for like monetary donations, and then this is a wish list. That's cool. I have a Buy Me a Coffee account. Someone told me about. It's a similar thing actually. You can donate monetary donations, or you can make a wish list like what you're doing with Amazon, but it's a separate website. That's a good idea. That's awesome. You had to show it to me. Well, it's probably on your profile, I'm guessing. I'll go check it out. And good job for getting that done. I think getting those things done for any artist and or someone with another job and trying to be an artist at the same time is a big task. I'm loving how her face is turning out right now. Yeah, that's very cool. There's also Amazon affiliate program I see in some people's profiles where they make a commission of the products they sell, I guess. Okay. Oh, she's cute. I like. Happy dance. Her neck is gonna be a bit darker here. Yeah, Buy Me a Coffee has a wish list thing too, because I bought something for an artist one time. It felt good. But Ko-fi, I'm guessing it's a similar thing. Oh, hi Trevor, how are you today? I didn't think you were gonna make it today because your schedule. Good cost commissions. Oh, Ko-fi has, I mean, I didn't realize they took a commission. And I just tell you how much donation I've gotten. The darker area here, maybe it's a little bit darker area here. Notice this new makeup trend when you do your nose medium blush, like super blushy. Okay, so this is always the trickiest part for me. The nose tip. Okay. Nose bridge, I'm gonna make it pink instead of my normal dark brows. Angle. Here we go. So Wonder, you're doing so awesome with managing your art career in addition to your full-time work. I wanted to ask, would you ever have a desire to do this full time? I mean, obviously depending on you, we'll get to a point where you can just think about that, but do you have a preference for art or science? I usually do my eyes just as one black area. Oh, but that looks kind of nice, so I'll leave that little, because I really don't even think, because it's so small, I don't even think like the exact detail even matters. But that's nice, so I'll leave it like that. A little violet. She looks like she's rolling her eyes. Wrong place. Oopsies. super red just yet, at least. Thank you, Trevor. I know that was. Today's lesson is less is more. I need to stop before I think I need to stop. And so far, it's working out to my favor. So I'm sensing a growth happening. Yay. Oh yeah, that's awesome. You know, Trevor and I know this artist called Rachel Wood. She used to be I think she was like a travel agent or something when she was younger and got sick of it, started pursuing her dream as a photographer. And now she's famous, at least to me, to us. But she's pretty, she has a following now, let's say. And she goes around the world documenting endangered species and bring awareness to them, which I think is so awesome. So maybe that's something you could do eventually. But yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Looks so good. I'm just gonna stop right there before I ruin it. Oh shit, that's not the right color. Oh god, it was trendy. I'm happy that I'm glad I did her face first, actually. So now it's like I got that out of the way. I don't have to be nervous about it anymore. Yeah, I love Rachel. She was probably, you know, I've been doing I had a podcast. It's still on Spotify and all the podcasting spaces. If any of you would interested in hearing about it. But after doing it for almost 2 years, I've talked to many artists, and I think Rachel Wood was one of my biggest inspirations, along with a few others. I mean, they're all so cool, but she made such an impression on me. Yay. Okay, I'm happy with how her face turned out. Are we ready to go into these flowers yet? I think. Maybe. Now I'm going to Thank you, I know. I'm glad I got that out of the way. So it turns out the biggest problem for me for this painting is actually the flowers, which usually was the least problem area. I think problem number one, I need to do all of them. They're kind of all the same color right now, which is not good. So I'm gonna fix that first. And then we'll go in with the eyes and hopefully that'll change how I feel about them. And then we'll see what happens. Yeah, cool. Okay. Oh yeah, get in touch with her. Maybe a company can sponsor her for her or something. Okay. Oh, that'll be awesome, actually. Yes. Tell her Pinky Hoot and Trevor sent you. Well, thank you. I think each individual flower is okay, but this is such a tricky piece, huh? Because of the color I end up using. Okay. So yeah, I think number one, I'm gonna add some more depth to each flower. Okay. And I say that because I did this and I was like, oh, I kind of like the dark and bright contrast. Okay. That's fine. This one needs to be light. Okay, I'm gonna do this one darker. Maybe too red. Leave that be. Come over here. Be like, okay, like that, okay. Yes, yes. That's good. This girl, she needs to be darker. I'm hoping once I put in the eyes, I will love them more. I mean, that could be one of the reasons. It's because they seem so incomplete, unfinished. this one. I feel like this one should be a brighter color. It kind of frames her face, which would be nice. Cool. One. And then this one body should be that. I'm starting to do this thing where I'm trying to blend and I clench my fist. But hey, it's working. So. Why not blend? Cause, oh hi Martin. You didn't miss it. I'm still very much in the middle of it, but we're saying in the beginning that something changed in the algorithm world. Seems like we're not getting the engagement right now, but that's all right. The art must go on. Because I noticed that when how to explain this? I think when you overblend, it kind of loses that magic of watercolor. It just looks like messy and overdone, right? And I was just saying that when I was looking at other watercolor artists and the ones I love and so skillful, they would just lay down the brushes and then just pull away and let that be. I think there's a certain confidence in the strokes they use. I'm not there yet, clearly, but quickly learning that if I just stop before I think I should stop, then it's good. And also like the blending might make a piece look better in the small area that you're working on, but when you zoom out at large, see areas just even out, like areas with these textures just look way more interesting than this one where I blended. It still has some, but you know, it kind of loses this magic, like this one versus this one. And it could be a personal preference as well. And I have this tendency of over blending like I'm working with oil painting, which is like a big no-no, I guess, for watercolor. And I had to remind myself that in the end, I am still working on a watercolor piece with gouache added as complementary, but I'm not making a gouache piece, which is, you know, I think more graphic, more opaque. So I want to preserve those magic. That's it. Leave that be. Yes, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. And enjoy your last 3 hours of work. And may all the stars align for us too. I missed yesterday was this little girl. She hasn't fully grown yet, still eyes closed, still attached to the branch. So there you go. I guess I did come up with a life cycle of these creatures. They do have to be born. You guys ever seen the Tinkerbell movie? Apparently in the movie, which I loved, is that how are fairies born? It's when fairies are born from a baby's first laugh. And I thought it's so beautiful and cute and human. So yeah, I think it might be subjective for sure. I have this vision in my head of how I want to look, so that's what I'm striving towards. And then maybe one day I'll say that was such a terrible idea, let's walk it back. But yeah, I know, I totally forgot about her too yesterday, but So we know that these creatures have a life cycle. They need to be born. So how do they get born? I don't know yet. Maybe next, excuse me, maybe next piece. Oh no. Okay, you watched it, so you know what I'm talking about. This one hasn't been born yet. We need to figure out a way for her to be born. Some dreams. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Think of a specific moment in your dreams, I guess. That would be cool. Okay, I went too right there. Let's not do that. Maybe they're born when you are dreaming of something nice. So now I think I did all the red, like darker flowers. This here looks interesting. I feel like this flower needs to be darker too. Okay, let's do that. Make that dark, leave that light. And then I'm gonna make another one at the bottom darker. Maybe they're born, every time they're born, when a dream is remembered. So the Gouache is born from dream memories. That could be cool, because you don't remember every dream. And some people remember them more, some people don't. It also depends on, I think, some time of your life. I shall file that in my head. These creatures are born every time a dream is remembered. Hi, Kuro. Welcome back. Did you go play video games? discussing. So I forgot this little guy over here. And then you realize, oh, they do need to be born because they're still attached. This one hasn't been born yet. Eyes are still closed. And then we're discussing when would they be born. And I start thinking about the Tinkerbell movie. The fairies born from a baby's first laugh. So then I think, when will these guys be born? And Wonder suggested dreams, which I think is very good. But that's almost too often. So I think maybe they're born from every dream remembered. Ah, there you go. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I'm open to any sort of imagination. Okay, I think once I add outline to these flowers, they'll be better. So, okay, to be finished. Cool. Okay. Yeah, it needs to be more specific. Yeah. Maybe it's from every time you dream of a kind act performed in your dream. Or when you dream of a kind act or something. We'll ponder on that. I'm sure it'll come to me at some point. Okay, now I'm gonna go into all the flower eyes now. I think they're ready for that step. And I probably had to stop in a little bit, so we'll see how many we get to. Yeah, dreams remembered. Yeah, we'll keep brainstorming, guys. Thank you. I also like that thought, every dream remember, because there's some prophecy-like quality of dreams, I want to say. That's why dream interpretation exists and all that. And then when you remember a dream, I feel like there's probably significance. There's probably scientific explanation for them, but I would like to think that when you remember a dream, there's significance to it. And because of that, every dream remembered is something special. And there's a couple dreams, a handful, count on one hand that throughout my life I had, and I remember till this day. Because most dream kind of just fades as you wake up, right? And they all, I think they're significant in my life. So yeah, every time a dream is remembered, one of these little creatures born. Including love. Well, I don't know if everybody's into love though, but you should. I'm going to write this down because I feel like this is significant. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do these eyes. I have one I never forget. Look, I don't dream for years. Yes, we all have dreams I think we remember. But far and few feels. Love is life. I actually don't agree with that. Life is life. Love is just part of it. Suffering, pain, they're all part of life. And without those things, love will not be as significant. Also, it's like very Buddhist belief. I realize. Remember, this brush is green. I'll get confused in a second, I know it. Many don't get love? How do you mean? I do agree with that, yes, but I want to hear your take on it. And you should never ask a lady for the age, Kuro. I think it's a good lesson to learn at this point in your life. Well, many parents don't love their children, and many people never get a romance in life. And if they have both, it's no love. And if they have both, it's no love. Relationships getting very weird. I don't know. Well, I think all that's true. Many parents don't love their children, or they love them the way, not how the children want to be loved. And that's true. Many people don't get romance in life. I think romance is finding someone you love just once in your life is hard enough, right? And if you have both, it's no love. I don't get that part. I think you have both, that means you're an incredibly lucky person, and not everybody is. I mean, I don't think you should ask people's salary either. What is it, like? When I was very young, someone told me this. There's like 3 things you cannot ask of people, or shouldn't. It's not appropriate. It was their salary. Well, and actually the age wasn't even part of it. I think that's more a women thing. Salary, their sex life, and their tax situation. But I feel like that might be changing these days. And if both happens to you, then there's no love. Because I feel like you can only ask women their age if you know for sure they're like in their 20s, then it's fine. And then any time after that, it gets to be a sensitive topic. But to be fair, it's probably the women's own insecurity that's forcing this, or that's causing this. But I think we should respect people's insecurities, I guess. This is an eye weird shape. It's starting to feel like it's a weird shape. Because our society do really have this prejudice against older women. And I have my theory on why relationships are getting more and more rare. Because people don't really go out anymore, you know? People don't really go out and interact with real life people anymore. Oh gosh, why is this eye such a weird shape? And I guess you had to believe in the fact that you'll find love to find love. Otherwise, it's not gonna come to you. So if you believe that, then it will be even harder for you to find love. Are we having a Dr. Phil moment? Yes. And Kuro, you're way too young to have that thought. Way too young to be jaded about relationships. But I'm wondering if it's a generation thing, and that kind of worries me. Okay. Cool. See, if you already know that, then, you know, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I feel like if we believe in that, you think that, then you will give out that energy, and then no woman wants to be near that unless it's a conscious choice you're making, which could be the case. I mean, I don't want to make assumptions. Okay, I think I'll go back into her lashes in the green. I think that'll be nice. Numeral number 2. Actually, let me do that right now, just see how it looks. It's dry enough. Oh. I'm trying to think. Yes. I think you're a wonderful person, Wonder, and it will happen to you sooner or later. At least I believe in that. I definitely think your poems, Kuro, is wise beyond your years. Too even. Is that my dog barking? Yep, apologies. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Just a delivery man. Hi Info, how are you? I know. If I'm not live, I'll be like, Toby, get your ass over here. But, you know, he can't hear me upstairs. This is a very interesting conversation, guys. We're talking about the dating, kind of, and we have a pretty global audience here, so it's very interesting to me. I'm sure Wonders try dating apps. I feel like sometimes it makes you feel even more jaded than I would have been told. So I'm on the last third phase of this painting, I think. I'm getting into the details now. And then really trying to salvage this painting. It's not a complete disaster. I promise the next one will be better though, because I definitely worked some things out today in my head. And that's awesome. Oh, right. Yes. It's a numbers game then. And I don't even believe that it's a numbers game, to be honest. It is and it isn't, right? So to find a significant other, to find love, you first have to interact with people, whether it's through the app, in real life, through work, whatever it may be. And I find that in our modern life, we're interacting with people, like real people, less and less. We're always on our apps. You know, I'm live streaming. I haven't talked to a person in life, in real life, besides my husband. And yeah, I just don't think we get as many opportunities to interact with people as much as before. So I think that has something to do with it. Ooh, that's a little red. I think maybe you should research about love and happiness next. Emotional sadness. Yeah. Why do you think love is tough? Love is tough, but why do you think that? Only sadness works for me still, but I'm onto love right now. Happiness is easy to learn with those two combined. Yeah, we kind of talked about this in the earlier, right? Because love isn't love when there's no happiness or sadness involved. So I agree with that. Let's do some weird shapes here. Sounds good. Bye, Wonder. And I think love is tough because love involves you compromising some things, and I think that's tough for anybody. And I think modern day we are less and less willing to do that for others, which I think is a problem. And just, you know, look at our political system. When people are believing something so hardcore on either side, there's no compromising. And I think beyond the political part, it's more of a mindset. So if you don't want to compromise, so there's no room for that in your heart, then I think it's hard to have love in life, because love involves sacrifice. What you're willing to sacrifice for love is, I think, different for everyone probably. And I can tell you, it's not possible to find love without sacrificing. Zero. Absolutely not possible. It does not exist. Don't even bother. It's tough for me to feel love, so it's hard to learn. I've had this conversation with a German friend. I'm wondering if it's a bit of a cultural issue here, because I think Germans are tough, right? Like their teachings, like work ethics and all that stuff. You've just been taught your whole life that emotions are important, which is very similar to Asian culture actually. As I was talking to my friend, I learned. And because of that, I almost understand why it's hard for you to feel love. I think out of all form of love, all forms, any form, self-love is absolutely the most important thing. And I believe self-love attracts other love to come into your life. So start with that maybe. And obviously this is all opinions. I'm not a matchmaker, love consultant or anything like that. I'm just speaking from personal experience. Sorry, I'm generalizing obviously, because with any society there's all sorts of people on the spectrum, right? Treat you well for 2 years. I mean, I think love is a chemistry thing. Like act of kindness will not inspire love if it's not there already. But you know, I think I do believe that people grow to love each other over a long period of time, but in a respectful way, maybe not in the heat, passion, can live without you kind of way. So I guess you ask yourself, do you love yourself? If the answer is yes, if you wake up every morning thinking, I'm awesome, which everybody should do, by the way. If you don't feel that yet, let's work on that. And if you already feel that, then it's a matter of time, guys. Love will find your way, Kuro. Yes, I can see that, but also I think, how do I put this? I don't think the romantic kind of love that happens in books happens in real life very often. So maybe that could also be the problem, that you might have idealized love in a way that's perfect and beautiful and sparks and roses, but sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. That should not be your standard for love, in my humble opinion. And I apologize if I kind of said things that doesn't agree with your core memory. Yeah, so let's work on that, you know? Forget everything else. You don't need another person in your life until you can love yourself. Because if you don't, you end up being used and abused and living a life of pain. Emotional pain. Which should... Ugh! Well, I think emotional pain are worse than physical pain. Sometimes. I feel I was twice one time, got rejected, one time she asked me out and we were together. So it seems like you fall in love easily, right? You find there's the desire is there, I see. And that's awesome that you're together for 1.5 years. I'm sorry that it didn't work out, but you have way more experience at this point than I had during the same age. So yeah, I think you'll be fine. Well, I know Trevor way before that. You know, I was an artist in Web3 and beyond, way before I started streaming. So, and Trevor's been an amazing supporter since I met him, actually, like 3 years ago now. Trevor, it's crazy. Has it been that long? Years before, yes. Seriously, Trevor, I think having supporters like you in life in my life have gotten me through many patches of I want to quit. So I appreciate you with all my heart. And I'm at this point right now where it's like I'm never gonna quit. No matter how hard it gets, I'm gonna figure it out. Do a little bit of white highlight at some point. Outline the flowers. Okay, I did the wash. Highlights, outlines. Okay. I feel like when I'm like putting the responsibility on him though. That's why I was like so appreciative and surprised when you volunteered that you want to be the mod. At first I thought you were joking. Oh my god guys, it's snowing outside. I thought the rain stopped and now it's snowing. You know, it's funny we're talking about love and dating and all that right now. I read an article recently saying like, oh, the young people now, Gen Zs, they're just not dating. And when you don't date, you don't have babies, and then our society don't have enough babies to continue our civilization. I sure hope that reverses at some point. Or maybe, you know, it's a sign that our civilization's gone to a point where growth and continuing is not worth nature's effort anymore. Which then we should respect that, right? But it makes me a little sad, to be honest. Because I think life is beautiful no matter how bad it could get. There's always beautiful parts of it. There's people in your life and things that you do that makes it an experience that's worth living for. You love moderating? That's awesome. It's kind of funny because, you know, you love moderating, which means you do love interacting with people, yeah. So maybe you have a bit of a extrovert in you that you just need to cultivate. Maybe. Just thinking out loud here. Oh, that's good. Everybody's live streaming, which is probably hold up. I'm wondering if so many people are live streaming suddenly this year that the algorithm's like, wait a minute, I need to start being more strict about who gets priorities, which is not good for a small channel like mine, I guess. So guys, if you're finding me, just discovering me, or if you're watching me on Twitter right now, do you mind give me a follow on YouTube or subscribe on YouTube? That would be so helpful. So yes, we're right. The algo god is flickering today. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. I understand. I think I'll get better though. I think you're a wonderful person and hilarious and quirky in all your wonderful ways. I think it's okay to get nervous though. I feel like I was like that until I was like 28, to be honest. Unless it's my like guy friends that I've known for years, maybe. And then I thought, man, I wish I was like this back in when I was 18. But I also believe that we are exactly where we're supposed to be, even though sometimes we get impatient about things. Or the hindsight is 20/20 kind of thing. But yes, I believe we're exactly where we're supposed to be as an individual journey. And how wonderful that you have a sister. You know, you should just ask her all the questions about girls. I mean, maybe you do already. You shouldn't assume that. But yes, you're so fortunate to have a twin sister to begin with, I think. Okay, I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do these two eyes here, and then I'm gonna stop today because I think it's gonna still take me a little while to finish it, and it's a little late for me today. I'm just so glad I did my face today already. I feel like that was my biggest accomplishment for the day. And I didn't hesitate, and then I just did the face, and that turned out really nice, actually. Oh. Maybe you should just pretend to be like her. sometimes the hear say, fake it until you make it. Is that still something people say? That you just, every time you are out in public or interacting with new people, just channeling your sister. Like, what would she do in this situation? What would she say? Sometimes that helps, actually, believe it or not. And I suggest that maybe you should go to poetry readings, in real life, in-person poetry readings. I think your poems might get you a few woos and ahs. And who knows? Yeah, just do impression. Do impression until something feels real comes out of you. I mean, I don't suggest you go out pretend to be someone else every day, but I think it's good to channel other people's energy if you want to change. Maybe try it. I don't know. You either hate it or love it, but you should try it regardless. Channeling your sister, that is. And I wonder what she'll think of that. Okay, you don't have to stand in front, but you can just, go and then maybe read it when you meet a girl you like. I don't know. That could be a romance story in books. But yes, I mean, I don't think standing in front of a crowd is many people's favorite. I mean, I still get nervous starting live stream because I feel like I have to interact. It's like a very extroverted thing to do. And I don't think I'm by nature an extrovert, Actually, I like it. Kind of reminds me of some anime eyes, where they just have these peculiar shapes, but together they look amazing. See, Kuro, women have a thing for poetry. Okay, I'm just telling you now. It's a fact. Women have a thing for poetry and men who is good with instruments. I don't know why. I have yet to meet a woman who's like, I don't care about that. So you have this gift. You have this gift that you need to use to your advantage. This is my favorite eye of the entire thing. Okay, I need to go back and study how I did it. And that's probably why I started the bottom first. You can get away with it more. Sad stuff is fine too. I'm just like thinking from such a women perspective, like if you're sad, that's almost a more reason to talk to you. No, it's okay, Kuro. Thank you. I appreciate you being active in the chat. But I'm so sorry, Modern. I am about to end today's stream because I feel like I'm not gonna finish the eyes in time for my life to do other things. But let's take a look. So this morning I added a off kind of a nudish wash on top of my green because I feel like yesterday all the colors start separating I don't love. And then I made it some flowers darker so it's a more variant. I start working on the eyes now. I did work on the face today, which I'm super happy about, and I'm super happy with how she turned out and her hair and everything. Yes, I'm gonna have to continue with the eyes, more details for the flowers, and just detail work now at this point. So my next session, I will be working on that. I think it probably needs one more session, then we could be done. So. Don't die, please. I think you're a wonderful person. Don't die. Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm happy. All right. Maybe on Saturday, but not today. But duly noted. Okay guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and paint with me and kind of saw my process of fixing things that didn't quite work out, but would love to hear what you guys think about it. If I was going crazy, being crazy, all that stuff. And if you're watching me, thank you so much. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, do all that stuff. And if I don't talk to you before the weekend, have a great weekend, have a great rest of your day, and stay positive. And because our chat, we talked about so much about sadness and love and all that stuff, that I hope love is in everyone's life, and if it's not obvious, find the strength to find the little small things that you appreciate and love in life. I think that's the most important thing sometimes to get us through dark times, which coincidentally is also kind of the major theme of my last collection that I just launched. It is now in my Etsy shop, also on my website. The links are in the description below. But yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment of the places where you can. And I will see you guys next week. Maybe sooner actually, but most likely next week. So bye guys.